Fire Department request. Is there a motion for that one?
Also move.
I'll second.
Any questions? How you vote?
Mr. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Prescott,
Yes.
I vote yes.
Claysville Volunteer Fire Department.
What kind of cake we get?
Thank you, gentlemen. What kind do you like?
I don't care for chocolate.
It'll be white then.
There you go.
I'd say you better get one of each for that.
You're gonna be having an open house at some point, right?
Yes.
For the public?
Yes.
Okay.
Claysville Volunteer Fire Department request.
I so move.
Second.
Any questions?
I do have
Good.
a question.
Good.
I would like to know, since the fire department is in the borough, and obviously it serves all of Donegal Township, but what amount of that funding is coming from the borough?
There's no funding coming from the borough.
And have you made a request to the borough?
Discussion that they need a new truck. That was the extent of the
I
conversation.
thought you just bought a new truck.
I don't really know, I just,
The borough needs a new
Borough.
truck.
the borough needs, oh, no, we don't need a new truck now.
Okay.
Our truck's in the shop, one of ours is getting painted,
Okay.
but, no, that was just discussion, that wasn't in a formal meeting, that wasn't before the, that was just discussion.
They unfortunately don't get their Act 13 next to nothing.
Okay. Well,
You could tell them you'd like to have their Act 13. Tell them Donegal suggested give it up to you.
I'm not sure what they get.
I looked at one time, it's very low, like 10,000 or 13,000. It's very small.
I think they'll be able to get more than that.
Kathy, you have something?
No, I was gonna ask the same question.
Any other questions? How you vote?
Mr. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Prescott,
Yes.
and I vote yes.
Gym roof replacement.
Just a motion, I think didn't we make a motion last meeting and put it out for bid? I don't think we need to approve that at this point in time, because we don't know what it's gonna be. Till it comes out for bid, then we'll have to award a bid.
Excavator was trade.
I'll move to fund that project.
I'll second.
Any questions?
Good. Good.
Good, Darren.
I was just wondering, on the one that we bought, you said we've had it for 4 years?
Well, it's between 3 and 4 years.
Well, regardless
Yeah.
of how long, do you know how many hours they actually put on it in 4 years?
No,
You know, if it's
I
justified?
think he gave us the hours last, maybe that's that question.
Didn't seem like it was very
It
much.
wasn't, yeah, I don't remember the number, but it didn't seem overly high.
That's what I mean, if you're gonna spend twice as much money to let it sit in the building down there, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, we haven't had the slips that we had either.
Well, most of the slips should be under those bonds.
No, not on Ely.
No, you're right.
Shaler's not bonded. Ely's not bonded.
No,
JD?
do a lot of money.
Is that one of the things he went under is it CoStar? Is that
Their
the proper
co-star,
term?
yes.
So
State bid.
what that is you don't have to bid it out then, the state,
They've all right
you
down
sort of
there.
piggyback.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
they give you the best rates right off the bat, because that's how they get to be that business.
Yeah, within a certain percentage
Right.
of their costs. On a $50,000 truck, there's a $5,000 difference between one of the other and CoStars.
Any other questions? How you vote?
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Prescott,
Yes.
and I vote yes.
Yeah.
We'll put the drag on hold until.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd recommend.
Okay, on the 60-inch mower, you want to put it on hold?
Put it on hold. See how the other one pans out.
Same as the roller.
Did you skip the road drag?
No, you just said.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
We're not gonna hold.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
We'll put
They're
it
on
on
hold.
hold.
It's on hold. Rollers are on hold. The AV loader.
Put it on hold.
Okay. Lay cabinets for the hall. I so move.
I'll second.
Any questions? Go ahead, Tammy.
How deep are the cabinets that you're looking to dig?
They're about like that.
Okay, I just found them online for $200 and some.
It's fine.
Is it- I mean-
Well, if we can beat that price, that's good.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I found something
For-
that they were 4 by 8, 6, they were three.
Three doors.
6 inches deep.
Yeah, I mean. you
Okay,
know,
yeah.
I
Yeah, if
mean-
you got, they're not ordered, so,
No, I'm
No,
just saying,
I'm fine.
you can shop around, I mean, I'm not.
absolutely, yeah.
Where was that quote from, Doug?
It's a school supply place. I can't remember the name of it. I looked at several of them. They're very competitive. But I have no
I
problem.
would think the one thing you would look at, I mean,
Yeah.
better price is always good, but
Well, that's what I.
if that's just plate glass and you were looking at safety glass,
No,
that's two different stories.
it's not, it's actually a truck glass. And the ones I'm
That
looking
may
at.
be a difference there.
Like
Well, that's what I didn't know. I
And
just-
then it's aluminum framed and with locks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
If you
just-
look at it, if you can show me after the meeting, and if it's something we can save money on, I'm for that. Okay.
Any other questions? Do you want to
No,
do that with?
just at a maximum cost of,
25?
yeah. And I'm looking to save beyond that. There's no vendor yet.
Doug, why don't you just make the motion like you did on one of them with conditions
Yeah.
that, you know, I mean, you
Yeah, it is.
bid it out or check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, not to exceed that,
Best price.
not to exceed that amount of money to get the best deal. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
How you vote?
Mr. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Prescott.
Yes.
I vote yes, the motion will carry. Okay. Any other projects that you have? Pam over there.
Pam?
Whatever happened to continuing or replacing, whatever it has to be, on road signs, stop signs, et cetera?
Yeah,
That was
they-
a project
Yeah,
that was taken off,
it's still ongoing. They've,
but we need to
I
invest something in
don't,
that. get that
we need
done
to
up.
continue with that project. That can be done with Act 13 funds. And, we have, I don't know how many they've gotten up, there's a bunch of them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll deliver it.
Yeah.
we need some stop signs in different places too.
Yeah, if anybody knows of any signs, does the north end of the township have their road signs up yet? Anybody know? Anybody cares?
No new signs.
No new signs?
You mean like the road signs and
Yeah.
that?
I think on
There's
231
no
north
new
is-
signs on back
Like the
home.
road signs.
Okay, well, I know they were working that direction, so I don't know how far they've
Yeah.
gotten yet.
Yeah,
We'll
I
find
don't-
that out
I
though.
don't think they made it out, like 231 north, I don't recall seeing them.
We're out there.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I don't have anything else on that.
Do you have any other motions to be placed on the agenda?
I have none.
No non-agenda items?
Discussion on, you can place public discussion number 4.
I got a question.
Good, JD.
I don't know if this would, if you could use Act 13 money for this or not. Could you set aside X amount of dollars for like a hardship fund or a, that residents of the township could appeal to or apply for,
You mean something we could use to help
like an
them out?
homeowner's fund or something, if somebody, if they're in a storm, the roof collapsed, or,
I don't believe we can use Act 13 funds for that.
you know what I'm saying, like,
I mean, there's nothing that says that we couldn't establish a fund for that and have contributions to go into it. I think you could do that, not our contribution. Residents want to contribute to it, I think we could maintain such a fund. But I don't think we can use it as.
I'm just saying somebody's fault, so.
I understand,
times,
I understand
you
the
know,
reason.
Various reasons.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't think they would permit that. I would be very surprised.
Doug, there are opportunities for townships and boroughs to establish what they call a rotating development fund. For instance, if someone needed to repair, on Main Street, needed to repair the front of their
Or
house.
put sidewalks in or something like
Okay.
that. I've seen.
They can come to that fund, and they can get initial funding for it, but it's something, it's like a loan that they have to pay back. So.
Kind of like a redevelopment.
It's like
kind of fund.
it's a rotating thing that if there were 100,000 in it and you borrowed 20, then there's only 80, and then when your 20 comes back in, it's 100, and it's a revolving thing that can be established, but it's not for hardship.
I just, somebody got flooded or burnt out or something that,
Does the
they didn't have the
township,
means that,
does the township have an emergency management fund? Or
No.
If they have to,
No. I, in an emergency case, township can expend funds. Once an emergency is declared, they can expend funds, I know that, without going through the bidding process. But set aside fund now, no, they're
spending
not.
funds and having funds to expend is two
Yeah.
different things.
Right. And I don't know whether you could use Act 13 for an emergency case or not. I don't know that.
Because let's say right now, this building would collapse with all this stuff. They'd have to come in with cranes and stuff to try to extricate us. Fire departments, as we both know, from looking at the things that are strapped enough, they can't afford to pay for cranes at $100 an hour or more. There should be some type of emergency management fund set aside to pay in the event that something like that would happen and not drive the township or the fire departments totally out of business.
Just a comment, if something like that would happen in Claysville, and what I would do is immediately indicate that we have no means to handle that situation. I'd immediately take it up to the county. The county has nothing, they would take it up to the state. It's just in a situation like that, that's an extraordinary situation.
But when it comes time to pay, it still comes back to these guys sitting up there. They're the ultimate ones.
Well, if I defer to the county that we have no resources, they have to pick it up. That's my understanding. Luckily, we haven't had a lot of events like that, but you have all disasters are local, they'll tell you, so you have to use up all your local resources first. Well, obviously,
That's standard.
we don't have any,
Go to county.
we have really no resources, so we just take it to the county, and then the county goes to the state, and the state will go to the feds. I mean,
I've had all that.
trickle down.
trickle up, trickle down, everyone's had it.
Brad, you went to the FEMA course, didn't you?
Absolutely,
Do
yeah.
you understand how it all works?
I'm
You're
FEMA,
exactly
I'm
right.
FEMA 1, 2,
You're the emergency
7,
management.
and 8.
So you're the emergency management coordinator?
For Claysville Borough.
Did you go down to Virginia, in the mountains?
No, everything was local with me, so.
Yeah, that's
Few of
how
those-
it works.
Few
You're
of
right.
those courses I would like to have taken.
And money's available.
Yeah, you just
It's there.
jump
Follow
on
the
the,
rate procedure.
jump on the train.
Any other comments?
Yeah, can we go back to the ag security area?
Sure.
I would like to volunteer as a farmer, and I think we have a volunteer for the resident.
I'll volunteer
Citizen.
for the resident citizen.
So you need one more farmer.
You're assuming Dwight wants to stay on.
Didn't Dwight tell you he would
He
stay on?
wants to stay on,
Okay,
yeah.
good. He's a good one to have on.
Rick, you want on there? You got your farm, still farm there, Jeff?
Yeah, put me on
There you go.
Well, thanks for volunteer statements. It's always nice.
So now the committee needs a chairman.
And if you appoint Dave, I'll put him in the minutes.
Okay.
there. Sounds to me like Dwight's the chairman.
That's my seniority.
Yeah. He wins by default.
Okay, it doesn't have to be a motion, I just.
No motion, you just tell me what they are.
All right, Dwight will be a farmer. Rick Fiddler will be a farmer.
Okay.
Kathy Gilmore will be a farmer. Kelly Grimes will be a resident, non-farmer. And I'll be on it as the governing body.
We got her.
Any other comments? Good, Pam.
I have a question for Mr. Eric Graham. Donegal Township has basically given you 200,000 for your, is that right? In
Yes.
that ballpark.
Yes.
Now, you have other funds that you have in the department, savings accounts, checking accounts, et
Yes.
cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't have any idea what those are.
Yeah.
But my question is, how are you going to fund this operation up there, based on other things such as Claysville? They have gun bashes, they have
Yes.
hoagie sales, they have fish fries, whatever, community actions down there. What does West Alexander Fire Department, now that we've created a $200,000 building, how are you going to fund this? Or how are you going, or are you gonna come back next year and ask for $10,000 more dollars?
We
for
have,
the next
we have a
year?
$75,000 a year budget.
Okay,
Right now, has been for 3 years now. We fund that with fundraisers, being a comedy night in February. We did a His and Hers Bash in April or May. We have the 4th of July Festival we make funds at. We do the Scare Fair with the fair. We have a booth at the fair. We do 2 or 3 raffles during the year. We have the fund drive that goes out twice a year, mailings that goes out twice a year, and that funds our $75,000 a year operating budget is where we're at. Any other monies above and beyond that, like our equipment purchases, most of our large equipment purchases, we've been able to secure grants for those. Since 2008, we've received just a little over $1 million in grant funds from the federal government for vehicles and equipment purchases. We surely plan on keep knocking on that door and see what happens. So I think we're well established in what we're doing. You know, our budget came from, you know, when I became chief 12 years ago, we had a $34,000 a year budget, and that's what we were bringing in, so that's what we had to spend. Like I said, we've doubled that. Last 3 years, it's been $75,000 is our budget. So that's what we must bring in, just to keep the doors open.
so you're pretty secure with that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's going on at the auction?
As far as I know, the Beams is doing the auction next spring. It's kind of been left to him for as long as he wants to do it.
Any idea, you're trying to have one?
We've talked about it. I don't know. That's a scary proposition, having two. It is. That would have been fantastic. That'd have been a really shot in our arm if we could, you know, if we could have, when the Methodist Church stopped on the auction, if we could have done that, that we'd be looking at probably conservatively, but steadily $15,000 a year into our budget, so, but that didn't work out.
Okay.
No, I think, you know, we have the opportunity to fund the fire companies, is money well spent. Unfortunately, I've had to use you guys a couple times, and
Right.
one time it didn't amount to much when you got me unstuck from the electric line or wherever I was
Yeah.
at. But, other time, a medical call at my home, it was nice when you dialed 911, somebody came to help you.
Yeah.
It's worth every penny of what we put into that company. Claysville's the same way. So, you know, it's one way we can give back to the community, or township can give back to the community, it's their money, and it puts it in places where we know it's gonna go to good use. And, I hope that the day never happens when we can't tell you yes. That would be a sad day.
Any other comments?
I'm moving to adjourn.
I'll second.
Any questions? How you vote?
Mr. Ely,
Yes?
Mr. Prescott,
Yes.
and I vote yes.
Thank you, Jim.
Hey, thank you very much, we appreciate
Thank you, Brad. Thank you guys for what you do. Good to hear.
Yep.
Appreciate
No,
it.
no, no, no,
Why don't you come up and write your name on one of these?
That was
Not for me. Not for me.
Yep, I'll be down there. It'll be there, it'll be done before the,
Security area.